Hello, this is Woodrest bringing you a couple of horizontal hive builds. You can find these plans at horizontalhives.com. It's a really good plan, and the wood works out. You hardly have any waste. So hope you enjoy this, and looks pretty simple. We did these in just I think a couple of days, off and on. This is the picture. We used 2x lumber, and there's a groove cut in the top and the bottom. The top holds the deep frames, and the bottom groove is to allow for a screen bottom. In just a second, we'll look at beginning to drill holes. We pre-drill holes so that you don't split the wood. Add glue to your joints for a better joint seal. There he is putting the screws in. That's just a quick pic so you can see the pre-drilled holes. Finishing up on the other side, make sure your edges are even. We used a clamp because this wood was a little more difficult to do that with. He's cutting a groove right there to finish that place for the screen, just a notch actually. There you can see him putting the screen on. We used an air staple gun, but you can use any stapler. Just put enough in so that you can have a really good secure bottom. You can see how he's moving that. That's pretty heavy actually. There it is, nice and tight. Pull it tight, trim it off. It looks really, really clean. He's going to cut a frame now. And this frame is going to go around the bottom of the hive, just attaching just below the screen bottom. This is going to provide a solid bottom to hold our trays. He's cutting that now at an angle. Measure twice, cut once with any luck at all, because this does really work out well as far as lumber is concerned. You have very little waste. We have the bottom board is going to be solid underneath there. It will hold 3 trays, which we'll place oil in to help with the hive beetle population. And you can always take the bottom off in the summer if you want to, if that's your way of beekeeping. You can take the solid bottom off and just leave it open, but we probably won't. There again, glue everything, line up your corners, staple it on. It really goes pretty quick. Probably a little slow the first time you build one, but once you get it down and you understand the pattern, it's relatively quick build. And we have a woodworking shop, so we have all the tools, but even basic tools you can do this with. There again, we're pre-drilling the holes. People that don't work with wood a lot, just FYI, it prevents splitting, and most anybody that does much woodworking knows that. Just throw that in for the newbies. Finish that up, put a few more screws in. The other side, there's the solid bottom. It's been cut, placed for size. What we're going to do next, he's securing that. But the next thing he's doing is putting a little strip on the back using a piano hinge. There's a groove going to be right there, and you'll see later, but it opens and closes so you can insert the trays for the oil. Now he's building the top, making the frame. We use a flat top. It's deep. It's got a little lip in there, so you've got room to put insulation. We just used regular foam board insulation. That's what they look like when they're completed. We put a metal top, sheet metal. We take it to a local guy. He does it really inexpensively. It's real durable. As you can see, the frame slides on that groove we talked about earlier. We use deeps in this, and there's our divider board so that we can have a little more control over how much box is open when we put the hive in. We have our openings on the end. We did a little decorating for fun. We painted them blue and, pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. If you like us, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a really good day.